Mirabai was getting tortured by her husband and his relatives, as you have seen in the last video. So she sent a letter to Tulsidas ji. She wrote that all my relatives trouble me. Because I move among sadhus, I cannot carry on my devotional practices in the house. I have made Giridhar Gopal my friend from my very childhood. I am strongly attached to him and I cannot break that attachment now. Tulsidas ji sent a reply, abandon them. Even though they are your dearest relatives, Prahlad abandoned his father, Vibhishan left his brother Ravan, Bharat deserted his mother, Gopis, the women of Braj, disowned their husbands in order to attain Lord. The opinion of holy saints is that the relation with God and love for God alone is true and eternal. All other relationships are unreal and temporary. Once Akbar and his court musician Tansen came in disguise to Chittor to hear Mirabai's devotional and inspiring songs. Both entered the temple and listened to Mirabai's soul-stirring songs to their heart's content. Akbar was really moved. Before he departed, he touched the holy feet of Mirabai and placed a necklace of emeralds in front of the idol as a present. Somehow, the news reached the Rana that Akbar had entered the temple in disguise and even touched the feet of Mirabai. Rana became furious. He told Mirabai, drown yourself in the river and never show your face to the world in future. You have brought great disgrace on my family. Mirabai obeyed the words of her husband, and while proceeding to the river, the name of Krishna was on her lips. She sang and danced in ecstasy on her way to the river. But Krishna saved her from drowning in river. After that, Mirabai moved to Vrindavan. She found out her flute bearer there. She went about Vrindavan begging for her food and worshipped in the Govind Mandir, which has since become famous. Her devotees of Chittor came to Vrindavan to see Mirabai. Jiva Goswami was a great saint and the head of Vaishnavites in Vrindavan at that time. Mirabai, when went to have his darshan, he declined to see her and said that he don't see the face of any women. Mirabai then said, okay, everybody in Vrindavan is a woman, only Giridhar Gopal is Purusha. Today only I have come to know that there is another Purusha besides Krishna in Vrindavan. Jiva Goswami realized his mistake. Then he went to see Mirabai and paid her due respects. Mirabai's fame spread far and wide. So many princesses and queens have come and gone. How is it that the Queen of Chittor alone is still remembered? It is because she practiced one-pointed devotion to Lord Krishna. She ate with Krishna. She drank the Prem Rasa. She has sung from the core of her heart the music of her soul. She saw Krishna everywhere, in trees, stones, flowers, and in birds. Mirabai's songs infuse faith, courage, devotion, and love for God in everybody's mind. Mirabai's earthly life was full of troubles and difficulties. She was tormented, and yet she kept up an undaunted spirit and a balanced mind always. By the strength of her devotion and the grace of her beloved Krishna, she led a life of perfect renunciation and self-surrender. Mirabai had a Raganuga Bhakti. She never cared for public criticism. She danced in the streets and did no ritualistic worship. Mirabai was fearless in her nature, simple in her habits, joyful and graceful in her behavior. She was fully immersed in the love of Krishna. From Vrindavan, Mirabai proceeded to Dwarka. Then Rana Kumbha realized his mistake and understood her devotion towards Krishna. He then sent some Brahmins to bring Mirabai to Chittor, but Mirabai refused to return to Chittor. After seeing this, the Brahmins left food and water, sat on a strike to convince her to return. By seeing this, Mirabai said to them, "Wait, let me say goodbye to my Lord." And she went to temple and got immersed in Lord Krishna at the temple of Ranchor. This was just a short glimpse of Mirabai's life and her devotion towards Lord Krishna. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. For more such content, stay tuned. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy.